Eclectic. It is 89.9 KCRW, just about 21 minutes after 11. I'm Nick Harcourt, your host, and I think it was about a year or so ago that Kathleen Edwards was a guest on our program. We're just trying to look it up. Actually, maybe you know. Do you know when it was you were here?
It was
year?
A while ago, yeah.
It was a while back.
I don't remember exactly when.
It was on the first album, Failure, and the new one is called Back to Me, and you're in town, actually just played the other night, but thank you for coming in this morning and bringing in the band.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for playing that all-Canadian set.
I know, you programmed the station basically there for like...
Josh Rouse could have just stayed out of that.
I know,
No,
sorry about that.
I love Josh.
Or he could have just moved up there for a little while. But yeah, you just gave us a whole bunch of music and we played it, so thank you. Well, let's come back and talk about the band and what you've been up to in between albums, but we'll throw it over to you for a set of music. It's Kathleen Edwards on Morning Becomes Eclectic.
Spot you're kind of a million miles away. Buckle down boots and a bloodshot kiss. You talk so sweet and the going gets tough. The last job you pulled was never big enough. Don't say you'll change after the next time. You wouldn't even be yourself if you weren't telling a lie. And I know when the cops sing out, I know where you'll be found. I know what you're all about. I know when you're going down. You only call me honey when we're alone, hiding at your place up on Sack Road. You got an answer for every little thing. You can't even tell me where you've been. And my face couldn't make you leave it behind. But maybe 20 years instead change your mind. And I know where the cops hang out. I know where you'll be found. I know what you're all about. I know when you're going down. And don't say you'll change after the next time. You wouldn't even be yourself if you weren't telling a lie. And maybe 20 years instead you'll change your mind. 'Cause I know where the cops hang out. I know where you'll be found. I know what you're all about. I know you'll never change now. I know my love was good enough. I know that you would have shared my blood. I know you can't shut me up. I know when you're going down. I painted over the walls the saddest color blue. Posters covered in glass. stuck on the mirror to keep. Record player made of twos, spinning Tommy by the Who. There's no time to wait. There's no time. Oh, to wait. Keys on the hook by the door for the truck sold years ago, and standing guitars in the case, filling up closet space, vintage 40s wardrobe, pink Emerson radio, old lace dress I bought in the store, motorcycle boots on the floor. There's no time to wait. There's no time, oh, to waste. Sirens up on the street, smoke is burning my eyes, and the neighbors are screaming at me. I can only carry one thing. I can only carry one thing. There's no time to wait. There's no time, oh, to wait. There's no time to wait. There's no time, oh, to waste. Oh, to waste. Oh, to waste. Okay, we're gonna do a song called Copy Keys, and I know that there are people listening in my hometown of the 613, the Ottawa. So this song is for them because it's about my hometown, which I love and miss every day. It's called Copy Keys. What's your favorite find is just my second-hand secret. And try not a little pain for the things I can't explain to you. These are your good friends, and I like them fine, 'cause they are your past and your present time. But would you even be the same if you left them behind? Oh, all the things you used to be, all the things I miss at me for you. These are your good friends, and I like them fine. These are your old streets, and you know them well. This is not my town, and it will never be. Will never be, and it will never be. Will never be, and it will never
That's a good band you got in the studio with you there this morning, I tell you. Kathleen Edwards on Morning Becomes Eclectic, cooking a couple of numbers up for us, and we got another set coming up. We will check in with the music again a little bit later on, but let's talk with Kathleen first of all. While you were playing that set, we were looking back to see when it actually was that you were here last time, and I'm surprised to say that it was actually about a year and a half ago, 2003, September 2003. You came into the Village Studios, and I'm just surprised because for me it feels like, 6 months ago, but that's because I'm getting old and I'm down here in the basement wondering what's going on. So we got a little bit to catch up on. We talked at that time, we sort of went through the history of your personal history and growing up and all that kind of stuff. You're from Ottawa, right?
That's right, from Ottawa, Canada.
But you traveled around a little bit when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Got a few influences around the world. When you came to make that first album, a lot of times when people sit down and they make their first record, they've got their whole life to sort of draw on up to that moment. And then, you have some success and you got to do another one within a year. And I'm just wondering how you approach making the second album. I'm guessing there was no pressure first time around. Maybe a little bit of pressure second time around. Was there? Not?
Yeah, there definitely was. I mean, I think everyone in this room can attest to my grumpy, doubting, self-doubting studio face. Yeah, come on now. They're all getting paid, so they don't want to say anything. But it was, it was definitely tough. The first couple weeks when we were laying down the bass and drum tracks, the ass of the songs, really. And it was hard. I knew that we had the songs, and I think it was just putting everything together until you get to a certain place. I found it difficult to sort of, once we got to a certain level of tracking, I was fine. But I know that it was probably, I was a bit trying at times.
I think you can say donkeys on the radio. I think that's okay. um, so did you have these songs ready? I mean, do you write in the studio? Do you write on the road? I mean, this is a question I ask a lot of artists who come through because everybody has a different way of doing it.
Right.
I mean, by the time you went into the studio, are you there? You've got 12 songs, 15
Yeah.
songs or whatever, and you're ready to do it?
I had 100 songs, and we cut it down. No, I didn't.
Mhm.
I don't really write anything above and beyond what we ended up recording.
Actually, we do have people coming in saying that and meaning it every now and then as well. Yeah, I went into the studio with 100 songs and we pulled it down. But you just went in with the songs you had, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And I don't write on the road, and I don't write in the studio, so I had everything ready to go for the most part. I think we rehearsed for about a week before we went into the studio, and some songs sort of just kind of came together during those rehearsals. And I had these fragments from before even we started touring for Failure, and then I had pieces and songs, from after, and so it was kind of nice to move on from those 10 songs on Failure that we had been playing. For me, it was almost 3 years, so it was nice to. Well, it was my whole life, really. That's pretty much my first record. So
Exactly. So coming back then and making the new record, one of the things that I read about you is that you do treat it as a body of work. It's not just, here's a song, let's throw them together. You do make albums.
yeah, it's like my spring collection 2005. No, I think. I definitely love records that have like single tracks that were produced by different people all over the place. But I definitely love albums that work as albums. And I feel like our record works as an album. I think everyone tries to put records together like a complete album, and yeah, there's definitely directions that I would have liked to go, that are just maybe a little bit more arty and a little bit more instrumental and less straight ahead, which I'm sure I'll do at some point. But I just wanted to do these songs, and we've been a touring band for almost 2 years, well, probably over 2 years, and I think we just worked as a band on this record more than the first record.
Did you make it at home? Where'd you actually make the record?
We made it in Toronto.
Okay.
And then we mixed it here.
Do you live in Toronto now?
Yes.
Right. So
And,
recorded in Toronto, mixed it in LA. Who'd you work with? Why'd you come to LA?
Well, Colin produced the record. Colin's on guitar here today. He's in the middle of producing Shania Twain, so he made it down here. We found 5 minutes to come down. No, he's our touring guitar player too, and we mixed with Jim Scott at the now non-existent Cello Studios.
Oh, just closed recently.
Apparently,
right?
yeah. So we got in under the wire, and it was great working with Jim Scott because he's such a great guy, and it was amazing to work in the same studio where the Beach Boys did Pet Sounds, and so that was awesome.
So getting out there again now, you were just telling me that you're just sort of starting off on a little bit of promo, as they say. The album's out. You do things like this and a couple of other things. What's up for you guys this year? Are you touring again? Is it back out onto the treadmill?
Yeah, well, we're flying. Some of us are flying home today, back to Canada, and we're going to be going to Europe on I think a week tomorrow. We're flying to the UK. We're doing some shows in Ireland and Sweden and Holland and stuff like that.
How do you do over there? How does Europe treat you?
It's pretty amazing, actually. I play more in Europe than I do in Canada. In fact, I barely play in Canada at all because stuff's really going on there for us, and it's a wonderful. The audiences are over there amazing. They literally, you kind of, sometimes you're playing like in Sweden or in Holland, and you feel like, well, maybe there's a language barrier, and that's why everyone's quiet, and you're not sure if anyone's enjoying it, and then, at the end of every song, it's like people are so encouraging, and people really don't judge something right out of the gate. They digest it, and they take time to listen to it, and then, at the end, they sort of decide whether or not they liked it or not, which is great for playing. It's like you really feel like people are listening, and that's awesome.
Well, I want to thank you for coming in and bringing the guys in for playing with us this morning. I'm going to throw it back to you for another set of music. We're going to give away some copies of the new CD in just a short while, but right now we're back in our studio here in Santa Monica. It's Kathleen Edwards on Morning Becomes Eclectic.
I'm just going to introduce the band really quickly. On the drums is Joel Anderson, and on the bass is Kevin McCarriger, and on the guitar is Colin Cripps from the Hammer, Ontario. And over here, if you're watching on the webcam, over there in the corner in the Expos hat is Jim Bryson, and we're going to do one of his songs. It's called Somewhere Else.
Out in the daylight, I took highways and side streets and back lanes, slept under open skies. Life can be cruel, life can be sweet if I wanted to be. So cruel 'cause I let it be. Everybody out here, they want to live somewhere else. I wish I could find a place and stay there by myself. Bit by bit, I swear I think I'm losing all this city's confidence.
There's a song called Good Things. about your family. And when you are no one, you're still the king. And there's not a dollar enough in the world that'll make you sing. So don't get down, 'cause good things come when you stop waiting around. Good things come when you stop looking. So don't get down, you just gotta stop looking. There are some things that I used to be, and won't you find the will just to remind me? Because you are so safe inside my memory, and the scar underneath my knee. All right, here we go. We're gonna kick some donkey. Come on now, Crippler. You ready, Daddy? All right. I got ways to make you sorry, start my life with someone else. I got ways to make you fall, tell you all things that I lied about. I got ways to make you mad, laughing at the girl sitting on your lap. I got ways to make you sing my songs while they ain't written yet. I got lots you
Morning Becomes Eclectic at 89.9 KCRW. I know you got another song that you said you could throw in. I think we might be able to squeeze it in if you want to do it.
Yeah,
You think
time.
so?
All
Yeah.
right.
Let's try it.
This is a... I won't tell you who this is by, because if you don't know, then you're in trouble. All right? She used to work in a diner. I never saw a woman look finer. And I used to order just to watch her walk across the room. She grew up in a small town. She never put her roots down. And Daddy kept moving, so she did too. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, and her long blonde hair is riding in the wind. She's been running half her life, the comb, and still she runs, colliding with the very air that she breathes. The air that she breathes. Well, you know it ain't easy. You gotta hold on. She was an unknown legend in her time. Now she's raising two kids, working for that magic kiss. She hits the faraway look in her eye. Somewhere on a desert highway, she rides a Harley Davidson, and her long blonde hair is riding in the wind. She's been running half her life, the calm, and still she rides, colliding with the very air that she breathes. The air she breathes. She used to work in a diner. I never saw a woman look finer.
We kind of made you finish it early, but thanks so much for playing it for us anyway. And, well, it was a Neil Young song for anybody who didn't know. But as you said, you're kind of in trouble with Kathleen anyway. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Thanks for bringing the guys in.
Thanks for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Good luck with the record and everything else that happens this year. I got to get out of here and do a little bit of
Get
business.
out.
So thanks again.
Get out.
Okay.
Thank you, Nick.
Kathleen Edwards, our guest on Morning Becomes Eclectic. As we wrap up our program, we have 5 copies of the new CD. It's called Back to Me, and they're available for our subscribers. We're going to get her to sign them before she gets out of here. If you've not won anything from us in the last 90 days, call us with your member number at 877-600-KCRW.